Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Who is the Diza-Star?
Well, actually, we still don't know after this episode, unfortunately. Spoilers!
But we did have a poll, though. We did have a poll last
Well, that part I did call.
Yeah, so just trying to pull up the results right here.
Those results.
Yeah, while we're pulling that up. Welcome, everyone, to the Rider Time podcast, where it's Morphin Time all the time here on the Morphin Network. Yes, if you were with us a moment ago, we were at the Rider Time Archive, our newest show, where we were reviewing Kamen Rider Amazons.
Believe in Amazons!
But now we're at a point where we are up to date on Kamen Rider. So here we are at the
last.
Yes. So last week we had a poll asking you, the audience, who do you think is the Diza-Star? And incidentally, it's been tied 50-50 between Naj Sparrow and Tycoon. Although by the end of the podcast, it was actually Naj Sparrow in the lead, which is interesting because Naj Sparrow's the one who got disqualified this week. So good job, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, he was a little sussy, but he wasn't the Diza-Star.
Yeah. We're gonna hold another poll in a few episodes. So just letting you guys know. So you guys can vote again to see who the Diza-Star really is. What exactly are we talking about? We are talking about Kamen Rider Geats, episode 19, Divergence 3. Vote who is the Diza-Star?
Who? I don't have any New Day merch. Sorry.
Yeah, and of course, I'm TimeRider Zero, and with me is Don Brotaro Fury, and we're going to be doing the play-by-play of this game of Jamar Ball.
Jamar Ball, or Quidditch for Kamen Rider.
Yeah. You know what? I would love to see like Japanese middle schools start playing Jamar Ball, just like how like in American schools we start playing Quidditch.
Where the hell is this? Nah, for real. Where were you playing Quidditch? Why was I not invited? Like, we have the Quidditch video game. Mm-hmm. Sure. But we weren't playing.
I have 5 copies of that game.
I have it on the...
I am not thankful.
I have it on the PS2 and I still play it. I love it.
No, I had 5 copies on PC. 3 of which I got for my 12th birthday.
How do you get 5 copies of one game?
Because everyone thought, oh, I'm going to do something that TimeRider Zero likes. I know he kind of likes Harry Potter. Maybe I should get him a Quidditch World Cup without even knowing that one. I already have 2 copies of the game for some reason. I don't even know how I got 2 copies before my birthday. But then 3 people on the same birthday got me Quidditch World Cup on the PC.
Could have gotten on a different system at least.
Because as we all know, like when it comes to like Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, you know, like the gameplay in each game is different. It's like the the gameplay for the PS2 version is different from the GameCube version, which is different from the PC version. Obviously, PC is the best version. Let's be honest.
I mean, I rocked with Game Boy Color, PlayStation 2. Xbox, GameCube, you name it. I played Harry Potter on every single system. Well,
and I'm not saying PC is the best version because of the Master Race. No, I'm saying PC is the best version because it is objectively has better gameplay and better graphics.
The least fun one was on the DS.
Oh, that I can agree with. Freaking Glacia Tria. Like why do you even have like duo and trias for spells? Just use the spells. Give them power ups like based
Okay,
on
we're
your
getting off
character.
wait. Where did we go? With
Way
it?
off topic, I know, because like clearly you're the Diza-Star and you're trying to sabotage this podcast by talking about Harry Potter instead of Kamen Rider Geats.
Talking about.
Okay, where we left off, K1 was on thin ice, and we already started round 2 of Jammer Ball, and the Riders lose.
Well, they're losing because K was having a hard time. He's having some mean PTSD. He's like, "Cutie blue, what? Wait, how?
But this is Kamen Rider. You're supposed to be in Super Sentai.
You were dead,
Yeah.
but you're not dead. You're
You're not
Jamato."
dead.
And obviously,
Like we just saw Rescue Blue just a few minutes ago.
nobody's believing him because
Even though he's like right there in front of him.
Yeah, but obviously, Snatch Sparrow is just playing the field because he's just like, you a little crazy, my dude, because he's just trying to he's playing the field because he's trying to just get rid of everybody to win.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest. Like at this point, like this game has been like freaking Celebrity Apprentice, and Nad Sparrow is Omarosa Newman.
I'm pretending like I know who the hell that is, but okay.
She was what's it called? Michael Clark Duncan's spouse.
Oh.
She was in the first Celebrity Apprentice, and she came back in the All Stars. And let me tell you, both times made the same mistake. Kept pointing fingers.
Can't be doing that over here.
Like you're like let me tell you, like when it comes to any competition where a player gets eliminated every week, don't just point fingers on the next person to get eliminated, even if there's a strategic advantage to it. Build up your own personal cred and rapport with the other teammates so they don't vote you out.
Which I'll give Nat Sparrow. He did do that. He played the field properly. He's like, I'm gonna use this guy's insecurities against him. But obviously, Geats is just like, I smell some BS. And Nago is confused because she wants to believe Kawa because she's been with this guy since the beginning. Yeah. She sees how he is. And then obviously
they've both been in 3 consecutive seasons of DGP. And they were civilian survivors in the one before that.
Yeah. And like you got Lobo, she just wants to. She's just very, very practical.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just doing her thing. Like she's not about eliminating other people. She just wants to not lose for the whole team. And I'm about that. Actually, come to think of it, it's kind of like all the characters have the personalities of the animal that they take the rider forms of. Because Lopo, being a wolf, she's a pack leader. She's all for the entire team. Nad Sparrow. Sparrows are very solitary birds. They tend to leave their nests and never come back to their families. So Nad Sparrow's clearly trying to do his own thing separate from everyone else. Foxes are tricky, and so are tycoons. So it's
you got the cat.
Geats, you're a little sus yourself.
Well, I don't think so. Well,
not this round, but in general.
And so they did. Yo, Geats came up with some scores.
Yeah, no, they did some really cool practical stuff, and I love the whole roller coaster thing he's doing with those braces right there. Oh man, it looks so beautiful. It's like a metal version of Iceman from X-Men.
Yeah, definitely.
And right in a pinch, we got this.
Oh, so good. So some Wanted.
That is play of the game right there. Yeah. And the game ends with a tied score of 33-33, which is great because at least we're not losing.
Yes.
Or we're not winning either.
So they're like, okay, tomorrow, final round.
Yep.
Basically sudden death. And so everybody's back at the lobby lounge area. Everyone's a little sus about. Well, before we get to him, everyone seems a little sus about Keiwa obviously Geats is just observing as usual. Nago is having her doubts, and Lobo is just like, we ain't having no disaster up in here. And Nat Sparrow is just instigating this whole thing. But obviously,
J'accuse.
Game Master shows up out of Nat Sparrow's tent. I like how Nat Sparrow, like I love the subtle hints and continuity. Like Nat Sparrow's just like wondering, like, how long was this guy in my tent? What are you doing in there, my guy? I love that little subtle detail.
Yeah.
Character acting. He's just like, where were you? Yeah. What were you in? What, did you touch any of my stuff? What the hell?
Yeah. And how long were you planning on staying there?
Yeah, right? Yo, this Game Master, I don't know about him, bro. I just don't know about him. I want to like him because he's very eccentric.
Yeah, but he's also, well, let's just say he gives us hints that he might be more sinister than he leads on.
Yeah, but he's probably just playing the part.
Yeah.
Trying to act.
But Girori, like, no, there's nothing charismatic about him.
He's just sus. I liked him in the beginning, but then obviously he was sus. But yeah, the Game Master tells Keiwa, like, hey, you guys got to vote. Oh yeah, Keiwa, someone wants to see you. And where to start with this?
Let's start with the boost buckle.
Okay, yeah, we'll go there first. Yeah, this guy just basically is like, hey, you felt like you were lucky this entire time. Nah, me. Entire time, me. I was giving you that boost buckle because I like this.
Every time. And every single time I give it to you, you give it to someone else.
Oh, yeah, he didn't like that. He's like, man, how you going to give that thing away? What's wrong with you? I did that for you. That's coming from me, man. Ain't for Geats, ain't for Buffer, ain't for Nago. It's for you. I do that.
You gotta have more faith in Froggy-chan. Like freaking like Tommy, Kim, Rocky, Aisha, and Billy had faith in Froggy-chan. You need to have more faith in Froggy-chan.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't care if that's his Geats.
And by the way, this weekend I am gonna bring this up to you know who. Just saying, because like this is worth pointing out.
Boy, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, Froggy-chan over here, he's like, hey man, I don't care if that's Geats' primary form. I don't care. I'm giving that to you. It's mine. Mine to you. What are you doing? Are you the disaster? No, I don't believe you're the disaster. You gotta start playing dirty. You gotta start thinking like more like Eddie Guerrero. Lie.
It's like either the disaster eats you or you eat the disaster. It won't go both ways.
Mm-hmm. It's like, but I don't know. This little frog totem One Piece phone thing. Like, I like how Keiwa just picks him. Was like, what in the? He's like, hey, put me the hell down. Like he's some Kevin Hart character.
So to our audience, because we are live, and if you comment in the chat, we will try to go display as many of your chat comments as possible at the end of the show. What are you guys' thoughts on the ending of round 2 of the Jomar Ball game? And what are your thoughts on this interaction between Keiwa and his Froggy sponsor? Let us know in the comments.
American adaptation, Kevin Hart plays the frog.
Yeah. Come on, man. Like, I'm trying to bust my back for you, and this is what I get.
Hey, put me down. Don't be putting me like that.
I said no to doing a movie with Dwayne Johnson just so you could win this game.
No. Yeah, so we learn a little bit about. I like that. I like that continuity. I like that continuity that we learned why Keiwa kept getting the boost buckle the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, like honestly, like I'm a little sad that it isn't just like a random gimmick where he just happens
to
like
makes more sense because of how Geats got the command buckle.
Yeah.
So because of how Geats got the command buckle,
Giordi
Giordi keeps sending them things. Even Giordi's mad, like, I did not send that buckle. Who's sending this buckle? I'm
not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying it's more fun with if it really was just like
it was the outlier.
Some loot boxes have randomized buckles while other boxes are pre-planned. and every single time Kwa picks up a box, it is a randomized box. It just so happens that every time it's a boost buckle.
Right. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, that frog guy is pretty cool. For now, he's cool. I don't trust him. But then oh, I forgot this part. Geats noticed something before they went back to the lobby. Because obviously you see him turning
Someone
to
was spectating the game.
he like obviously we see
Hold on,
Buffa.
hold on. I got on
Got that image.
one of the photos did not send, so let me just pull it up right here. So Geats
Yeah,
notices
he noticed.
someone was
Al-
spectating the game.
and all you see is he just turns to the side. Well, he walks up to like across the way. He goes,
Yeah.
hmm. He's like, obviously he knew. And then after Frog Kun interaction, Buffa is walking. Hello, there's no one there beside me. Then Geets is like, here, you gotta have friends.
Yeah. And of course, they do have this conversation right here
Yeah.
where he tells him, "You don't know what's going on, but crazy stuff is going on. I went to Helheim and I met this one dude dressed up as a dog, and there's like all these blue fruits everywhere."
Right. Like, yeah, basically he's just confirming what Kaywa told him. He's like, oh, well, interesting. Okay. Okay. Now I know what to do now.
Yeah.
And
And then he gets ambushed, but but we'll
oh,
get to that later.
yeah,
We'll
we're here.
get to that later.
So back at the lobby, um yeah, like Neon, she's just like confiding into Lupo. He's just like, look, Kayla might be the disaster, but he's always been such a good guy. Like I actually believe him that he says what he says because he's just always that guy, always saving people, always wanting to do the right thing. He is just that shonen protagonist.
Yeah, like if he genuinely believes that these Jamoto riders are like innocent people turned into Jamotos, then I can totally believe that he would not fight them if that were the case.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how Lopo like sits there and actually listens to her because like when we had our first impression of her, like in the first episode she showed up in, like you were thinking that she would have Boss B vibes in no, sorry. Sorry. B boss vibes, not Boss B vibes.
No, she boss ass bit.
Like she's not about listening. She's about being there, only like playing for number one. And let's be honest, she is out of all five people, she does have one of the two most selfish desires. But unlike losing 10 kilograms, she actually works for those 10 kilograms.
Look, it's gonna hurt if she is the Diza-Star because like,
it will hurt.
And it's like she's listening, so she's learning her opponents. She already knows Geats from previous DGPs. She's learning about Kaywa and Nago here. So that's gonna suck if she is the Diza-Star. But yeah, so they have that talk. Then
yeah, throughout these last three episodes, she's really grown on me as a character. So it would feel very heartbreaking if it turns out that she was in fact a Diza-Star.
Yeah. Good. So Kaywa and Ace have a heart-to-heart over have a late night snack.
By the way, confirmed beef is the best meat. Sorry, Gene. I know you love your chickens, but
you know, beef is a good midnight snack. And then I love how Geats is like, speaking of beef, I ran into Buffa, and Kay was like, wait, Nani? How? What? He's dead. Yeah, well, apparently not. He told me what you said. The Jamotos are the dead riders. It's interesting. And I like how he's not whispering that either. You notice he's not whispering this, but everyone's asleep.
Because everyone hears it.
Yeah, like that's like the next shot. Like everybody hears it. It's not Sparrow, Nago, Lopo. They all hear it. I'm like, they're like, damn, he right.
By the way, I love how like I love that you pointed out the fact that you said Speaking of beef, I ran into Buffa because, fun fact,
They got beef.
as far as all beef producing animals go, buffalo's the best tasting beef.
Well, I think that was the. I actually think that was the joke because they buffalo, but it also was like, oh, speaking of beef, I got beef with this guy.
I
Or you
know
got
some people like cows, some people like bison, but let me tell you, buffalo is the best
I'm
kind
more
of
of a
beef.
I'm more of a wagyu type of cat. That's just me.
Don't they use cow for wagyu or no? Wait, wagyu is probably bison, isn't it?
I don't care. I like it. That's all I care about. I
I
like.
know wagyu is really good
Mm-hmm.
and very expensive, but it's so.
Worth it though.
But buffalo meat, trust me.
Yeah. The last time I had wagyu beef, I went. It was at this Japanese hot pot joint in the city that we also went to during the TimeRider meetup back in 2020. Good times. Good times.
Oh yeah, Wagyu is definitely Japanese cow meat.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, no, everybody's listening. I like that. I want to think Geats was saying this all out loud on purpose. Remember, with her little box. He playing the field properly to just like, yeah, no, y'all want to be throwing this boy out, but hold up, he ain't crazy. He right. So I love that. And then the next day, yeah.
oh wait, before.
Oh, right. Game Master. He's like, I don't want everybody to have a happy ending like Yordi does. Nah, I want that drama. I want that tea. Everybody loves that.
It's like Giori. Please, Giori was the one episode of Apprentice that was hosted by Schwarzenegger. We all know how that ended up. I want to go the full Trump version of Celebrity Apprentice. All of the drama.
I want that drama. Suspense. People love that.
It
gets the people going.
Like I want Penn Jillette. I want Gary Busey. I want Brett Michaels. I want Latoya Jackson. I want every dramatic character in the last 13 seasons of this reality show.
I'm gonna let you have that one. That's all you, buddy.
Oh man, it was before 2016.
I judge not. But yeah, and then oh yeah, Buffer. We gotta talk about Buffer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just talk about Buffer and not talk about that plant guy. I just want to I don't want to talk about him, but no, we have
let's
to.
focus on the writers then. For now.
Buffer got jumped. I knew from the jump, that the producer dude that stopped Giordi, I knew he couldn't be trusted. I knew a man with a system.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, it's my phone.
Say, what?
Barnes Noble just called me.
Cool. I was gonna say, like, yo, a man with an assistant that bad and she bad. Nah, he can't be trusted. Can't be trusted.
No, but the writers do get ready for their death battle, and this is sudden death. There's no triangle in this one, but what there definitely is only one ball as opposed to two balls, and the first team to score wins.
Right.
That's how this plays out.
And yep. Like they see Kyuryu Blue
times two.
Two Kyuryu Blue. Like, oh man, how much? You can't. I don't think he got paid for being two people in one setting. Messed up. Gotta fix that. Gotta call up your management.
But they verify that these are not the riders. These are Jimoto that can take the shape of the other riders.
So they have the essences, and that's the essences, which I think come from the ID cord. Is, locked to them, and that essence from their ID core can be used as fertilizer to make the Jimoto.
Yeah, thank God they didn't go full how high with this one.
This is still a kid show. Still a kid show.
Speaking of which, this is revealed because some of the information that was revealed to Geats by Buffa involves mutations in the Invis Jamoto, and this is painful to look at.
I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. No! Ah! Get off! No! Oh. No. Never.
But they're like, see, Sparrow, this is where you done goofed up. You could have been Little John and bring us all together. But instead, you chose to be Amarosa and drive a wedge between us. So we're going to support Keiwa, and he's going to get the closing shot. Keiwa, I'm going to watch the soup kitchen. You go get that goal.
Yeah, he made sure to protect those kids. That's good. And I love, okay, second time in a row, this man in his ninja buckle having his moment, going through a damn building. Yo, bro, do you just not respect workplaces or schools? Thank God I didn't have the boost buckle this time.
Yeah.
But yo, badass scene. Badass scene, jokes aside.
And everyone
seeing that determination. Seeing our Naruto Midoriya, our Izuku Uzumaki going for the goal.
And of course, naturally, hold on, give me a second. I don't know why they don't all upload properly, but here, I got this. There we go.
Yes, and I like, and before that happened, Geats goes to Sparrow and says, "Would you rather be believed or be found?" Like, I forgot how he went the line, but it's like, "Would you rather be believed or would you rather be, a liar?" Or something like that.
No, would you rather build trust or break trust?
Yeah, something like that. Because he's like basically telling Nash Sparrow, "You're done. You're done, buddy." And
so we're off to the boardroom, and of course, season 1 of Celebrity Apprentice, Amarosa was kicked off on the 5th round. So how did Kamen Rider Amarosa last this round? Bam! Week 10, elimination. Didn't learn from your mistakes. You pointing fingers. You don't build rapport. Everyone turn on you. 1 point for one vote to fire Naj Sparrow. 1 vote to fire Keiwa. And then the rest just go straight to Naj Sparrow.
Yep. Because they're like, yeah, this man a hater. And it is revealed he's not the Diza-Star. He's just basically trying to win. That was like he tried way too hard to win though. That's he pulled a more classy version of Dapan, where he's doing whatever it takes to win. Where Dapan was just more of a hater, Naj Sparrow was just calculating. He read people, but he didn't understand people. There's a difference between reading people and understanding them individually.
Yeah, it's like what Zane Truesdale said. There's a difference between knowing how to use a card and knowing how to play a card.
I will allow this.
I will too. And he got played. He played himself.
He
played a trap card, and Keiwa pulled a reverse Uno. Ino, Shika, Cho. Game over. And
Buffa. Or do we have another thing? Yeah. Buffa. He's been like, I love how this producer's just like the entire time. It's like, this man is supposed to be dead. He can't be here. If he's here, it breaks the reality of everything. We don't want that. What realism? A man coming back to life would build ratings. Like,
yeah, exactly. Just like how like they temporarily brought Latoya Jackson back to replace Jose Canseco, only for her to be fired a second time. It's like, has anyone ever been fired twice in the same season? Latoya Jackson has.
The second you said Jose Canseco, I could just think of, only thing I could think about was the Power Rangers ghetto parody where Jason would go, well, they would morph. You would okay, Tommy would go Dragonish. Billy would go, who chilling, mother. I'm not gonna talk about treaties. Oh god, I'm not talking about treaties. But then Jason would be Jose Canseco, yeah. Mighty Morphin Ghetto Rangers is the no. Don't watch it. You would be so offended today if you watched it. That's all.
You know what would be equally offensive to watch? Mighty Morphin Emo Rangers.
Oh my god! Any Power Ranger parody you cannot watch. No.
Hello, I'm Captain Emo Head. I'm an interdimensional floating emo head who's also a captain.
Oh, I remember another one my friend sent me years ago where Zordon. They were all wondering, like, why am I the Black Ranger? Why is she the Yellow Ranger?
Oh, the college humor one. Well, what about Victor? Oh, he'll be the other Black Rangers. So we got 2 Black Rangers and 2 White Rangers. No. What's it called? Todd is the White Ranger because he's the leader, and Kat, you'll be pink because you're a girl. I mean, something pterodactyl.
Oh god!
And then he sends Victor. He's like, now we're too short. No, because this has been my plan all along. Because I sense a great power emanating from Jorge, and like the janitor pulls up, Jorge, power. Sorry, Jorge, power sombrero. Kit.
See, Power Ranger parodies are not something y'all would be able to watch.
They're not politically correct, but they're the best.
Oh god, Mighty Morphin Ghetto Rangers. You did not hear it from us.
I just remember one more. The Chai brothers.
Oh good god.
It's like when they did Green with Evil Part 5. It's like it's over, Green Ranger, and you're all out of quarters. No way, man. I still got 4 of them.
Oh my god, but yeah. Yeah, no. Basically, Buffa being alive is a problem for this producer. And yeah, he's just like, oh, we can't have him alive. He's supposed to be dead.
Oh man,
I cannot wait for Buffa. Buffa's gonna, and then Buffa was just playing. He's playing possum. Hats off to Buffa. He's been watching his wrestling. Played possum.
Yeah, like he goes like full Sting. Like I love it when Sting plays possum because that's him at his best. And like he has like a Sting mask over his face.
Yeah.
So that you never tell which Sting is the real Sting. And then all of a sudden it's like Sting in a Sting mask.
It's Sting! Oh god, Sting is so cool. But yeah, Buffa, he's like hearing all this. He's like, oh so now they do have to destroy all the riders. I gotta go after these producers. Cool. Bet. And next scene, our friend here showed was
okay, guys. Whoever makes these AEW figures, please bring back classic WCW Sting because I really want.
I have to go. Oh my god, you just reminded me. I have to go back to Canada soon. I don't know when, but they got at the Canada Toys R Us. They have the entire, well, not the entire, but they have the Dark Order version 1 set with Mr. Brody Lee. Yo. I have to get me a Mr. Brody Lee figure, and I will bring one back for you.
Yeah, yo, I actually found a very rare Roman Reigns figure the other day, but I didn't have any cash on me, so I wasn't able to like get it. But hopefully, it's still there.
Oh my god!
And I think it was like really well hidden. It's like in the back of the rack. So hopefully no one finds it. You know, like that scene from Winter Soldier with the bubble gum.
Yeah. Oh, that's that. But yeah, no. Kayla is talking to Mr. Frog-kun, and he's like, "Look, man, that was close. But you can't be all too chummy like you were before. You gotta start not trusting people. You gotta start thinking a little darker," which got me a little worried that Kayla might be Ren.
I hope he doesn't go Ren. Or
Green Ninja! Green Ninja!
Okay, if he does turn into Ren, I hope he turns into Ren Akiyama.
You know we're
The better Ren, the superior Ren, the one who played Johnny Cage.
You know what Ren they're going for.
Oh,
That's
we already have the pawn for that.
But here, Kawa might be swerving the frog because he's learning from Geats.
Mm-hmm.
So if he goes full Ren, it's got fingers crossed it's a work, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Work. So and then you see Kawa get a little but he might have a reason because of what happens next episode if you guys see the previews. But we don't talk. Well, do we talk about previews? No, we're not going to talk about the previews.
Nope.
Got to wait till Saturday.
Yep.
Mention Gate this Saturday. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You want to be there.
And what's it called? And Rider Time podcast the following Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this Saturday we're going through episode 20 of Kamen Rider Geats. You want to see it happen?
You know, it's great. You know, it's great to have like this collaboration between Henshin Gate and Morphin Network because it's like one Saturday you watch the opening reaction and then you have a whole week to like let it ferment and then do a breakdown. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, what did you think of this episode? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Were you surprised by anything that happened? And who do you think is the real Diza-Star out of the four remaining candidates? Let us know in the comments, shall we? But until then, but before we go into those comments, likes, dislikes, score out of 10.
10. Again, Geats had a big competition with Dawn Brothers because episode 45, but it wasn't as a beating as it was the previous week because episode 44 washed Geats.
Yeah,
but that's because of what happened. But this, it was on even playing field, so I still say 10 out of 10. Geats has not let me down at all. And just seeing Buffa and him, yes, that's all I want. It's like, yes, more of this development, and it's just gonna get more interesting. And it's like got me questioning. Oh, I don't know who the Diza-Star is. It could be any of them. I like that. I like that, not knowing. So yeah, 10. It's perfect.
Yeah. So, funny you're mentioning comparing apples to oranges through Geats versus Dawn Brothers, or should I say bananas to oranges? But I'll say this: as far as episode 44 versus episode 18 of the two shows go, yeah, I would agree with you. Dawn Brothers would have the edge that week, but this week, episode 45 versus episode 19, I would say Geats has the edge this week.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both really high up there. They're both amazing shows, but you know.
Yeah, no, like this week's Dawn Brothers was insane. It was insane. But luckily Geats made sure to be like, okay, we can't have a repeat of last week. We gotta make sure we bring something to the table.
Yeah. It's like that last minute, double bullet a Jamar ball finish.
Yeah.
At the last round. Okay, so for me, yeah, I agree. 10 out of 10. And again, like this is a great episode. We get so much development. Like, I mean, in hindsight, it would be too obvious if Natch Sparrow was the Diza-Star. But again, you got to vote for someone. May as well throw out the hater. But
no, who do you think they're gonna vote out next?
Oof, that's gonna be a tough one.
Because it would be way too obvious if it's Lopo because she's, one of the newbies. It might be Nago.
Yeah, I would hate it if it were Nago, but I also wouldn't be surprised if she turned out to be
no. See, one thing I think her dad's going to come in last second. He's like, what the hell in time fire do you think you're doing?
Yeah. Or like based on that conversation with the frog dude at the end, and like that look Kawa gives right before it cuts to the rule of the day, I'm thinking none of them were originally the Diza-Star, and all and each of the writers producers are slowly trying to turn one of them into the Diza-Star, such that it won't really matter who the last two people are.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna make it so that one of these two people, no matter who are the first three to lose, one of them will definitely be the Diza-Star. We just won't let anyone know until afterwards because it makes it more dramatic. Like you've seen Cabin in the Woods, right?
Yep.
Remember, it doesn't matter the order in which they die, so long as the streets dies first and the virgin dies last.
Yo.
The three people in the middle, the order doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's why it also got me thinking, like, what if none of them are the Diza-Star, but they're just playing them? But then it's like, ooh, it's gonna be down to K1 Ace.
Yeah.
It's gonna be down to those two, and it's gonna suck. And then like, yeah, no, basically Geats has Jean, Keiwa has the frog, Nago has her dad.
Yeah.
Who does Lopo have? Because basically, if you don't have a producer on your side, you're out.
Yeah, just like Hunger Games.
Yo,
and I'll say again, like it's very interesting because like, but I think in that vein, I feel like the writers wrote themselves into a corner by saying the rule for this week's episode by saying, if the Diza-Star is one of the last two contestants remaining, they win automatically.
I like that. It's like Among Us, where basically the imposter and you are the last two, but the imposter wins.
Yeah.
So I like that Among Us type of style. So
yeah, but no, I like the idea of having to put Ace and Keiwa against each other because this time they don't have a choice in the matter.
But I think Ace will let it happen because Ace can always just come back to the DDP because that's his wish.
Yeah, because his first two wishes, like in the first wish, the only way for him to stop participating is for him to straight up die, and the second wish makes it almost impossible for him to lose.
So
heck, I mean, last time he didn't win, but he didn't lose either.
Yeah, so even if he loses, he comes back and he'll have his memories because it's like, oh well, he has to come back. He has to. The only way he can stop playing is if he dies. And so if Keats loses, he'll concede to Keiwa just so Keiwa can get his wish and bring back the riders. So we'll see more of Shiro Bear.
Yep. Yeah, I mean that's what I was kind of hoping would happen because it would be interesting to see.
Oh, and then
also, I want to see Punk Jack come back, to be honest, because like I want to see him actually try to redeem himself. Because let's be honest, he went out like a punk.
Jack. But not just Punk Jack, but also Buffa's friend. So that the next DGP, Buffa comes back, he has more information of who the elephant other rider is because of his friend returning. And then Buffa's just on a all-out manhunt after he's hunting for the producers for the riders that took out his friend.
Oh, actually, it'd be interesting to add to that. What if there'll be a round in the following season where Buffa will be required to kill his friend?
That'd be so messed up.
Yeah, it would be. But it would be a great opportunity for him to reach his final form, maybe.
Well, Buffa's a third rider, so...
Yeah. But third riders have gotten their final forms, too. Like, Ryugen got the Yomi lock seed.
Right. Well, we'll have to wait and see, honestly. But
yeah. Okay, so let's look at the comments. What do you guys think? 000XYZ says, God, I love the frog guy.
Yeah, he's like a mafia boss. I like it. I like it so far, but I'm still like, I don't know.
I just love how the statue's wearing that suit and tie.
Yeah, the suit is fresh. That suit is fresh.
Plot twist: Frog Guy is in fact Adam Park after the events of Overdrive. Wow.
Boy. You know what? Fine. All right. Whatever.
There's a third comment from Reek Martinez. You want to see some stupid? I'm not gonna play it out loud because like I'm not 100% sure like what he's trying to say. So I'm just gonna read it like behind the scenes. I want to see some stupid stuff. Mighty
I'd
Morphin
rather
Rangers.
like I said, no Power Ranger parody can. No, it's not. It is not PC safe at all. None of them are.
Nope.
None
No,
of them.
It's, I still love the Chai Brothers one where it's like where like in the second episode it was White Lightning Part 2, and it's like and like what's his name? Paul becomes like the new leader, and then Tony's like, he's like, wait, you're the new leader? What the? And then like censor line, and there's like this whole like subtitle that says, okay, Tony is totally fired. This is completely unacceptable language.
Oh my god, no. Look,
and then when they morph to fight the putties like at the playground, he's like cursing the entire time, like bleeping Tommy becoming bleeping the White Ranger and becoming the leader.
The best thing you can watch on YouTube about Power Rangers is I Love the 90s, 1993, when they talk about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's the best thing you can watch that is somewhat PC friendly. That's the best thing you get.
Oh man, I just remembered on Crunchyroll they also had this thing called like the Rolling Bomber special where it's like where the Rangers were trying to like fight this one dude because he's supposed to be the main villain, but he's like doesn't even know why he's the main villain, and like they shoot this beam at him and it's so slow that he's just like steps aside, and then the next day the Pink Ranger has to do laundry at the same laundromat as him. I swear, I feel like Go-Go Loser Ranger is somehow based on that skit. I don't know how.
Kodansha has the every Toku thing ever. Go-Go Loser Ranger, Kamen Rider, Sentai. Mm-hmm. Kodansha, share the wealth.
Yeah. By the way, I actually do have the first 2 volumes of Loser Rangers, which I can't wait to read because I know there's going to be an anime adaptation later this year.
You guys got to tune into Henry Gate for that Go-Go Loser Ranger whenever we cover it.
Yeah, and of course, I just remember one more parody from Australia. There's a SNL type show called Full Frontal, and they had a Power Rangers parody, and it was hilariously, like Lord said, it's like I've cooked up some bad monsters in the past and on a tight budget too, but let's see how the Rangers fare against the box monster from the planet Box. And it's literally a dude in a black morph suit with a bunch of boxes on his body. Get your own box monster, shipping not included.
Australia, only on Australia. Love it. I love it. But
okay, next week, let us know what your favorite parodies are.
Talk about parodies next week. But till then, sexy mother people. Okay, where can they find you?
Yes. You could find me on Instagram at Boken_Kawato, Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKawato. Jared, my man, where can they find you?
Apparently, everyone's trying to find me in my DMs. Good God. Nah, but what's happening, sexy mother people? I'm Jared from YouTubers Gratitude. I am him. I run fades, clap cheeks, wreck, ish, push, p. I am him. Find us on youtube.com/HenryGate, twitch.tv/HenryGate, where we go live every week, every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, where we talk about K-pop, anime, and of course, Geats and Dawn Brothers, where this weekend we'll be going through the new episodes, and then all our other stuff is on YouTube. So yeah, go check that stuff out. Until then, this was the Morphin Network with Ride Time Podcast.
Yep. Episode 19, Divergence 3, vote who is the Diza-Star, and clearly all of us voted wrong, apparently. You know, I hate the fact that the frog dude like straight up said, "Oh no, you definitely voted for the wrong guy," because at least Eugene was being like ambiguous about it. You could have voted for the wrong guy.
Yeah, but it's like, hey, good, get rid of one less dude.
Yep, one less dude. Yeah. In any case, if you liked watching this, be sure to follow like, comment, subscribe, ding the bell icon here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, for all of our Geats content. And of course, if you want to see some more Kamen Rider content, we just did Kamen Rider Amazons, the Amazon Prime series, episodes 1 and 2, just earlier today. So be sure to check those out. We've also done Black Sun, Revice, Saber. If you like Super Sentai, on Sunday we will be covering Dawn Brothers episodes 41 through 45, while we will finally be mostly caught up, because by then, episode 46 will be out. But don't worry, at the end of next week, we will definitely be caught up. And of course, be sure to check out our other Power Rangers content, actor interviews, and all that other stuff. And go to our sister channel, The Buttery Show, on YouTube and Facebook, where next week we're going to be covering Ghost Rider. Until then, guys, this has been TimeRider Zero and Don Brotaro Fury, and be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, stay warm if you're in the north, stay cool if you're in the south, and tell everyone you care about that you love them, because what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It ain't just for some, it's for everyone. Have a good one, guys. See you on Sunday. Bye.
Peace.